Hi everybody, my name is Liz Rivera. I'm the Gem State Medium. Welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about I think is probably a haunted store here in Idaho Falls. It's Albertsons on 17th and Holmes. To be honest, I have heard in the past, I'll say they're rumors because about this store being haunted. And I say rumors just because I've never heard a first-hand account of a haunting in this store. It's always a rumor. Oh, I heard that place was haunted. Oh, I don't know. But that's been a long time ago, and I haven't heard anything about it for few years, I think. I mean, it's been a long time since I've heard anybody say anything about this store. I like that store, and I've not had an experience. I think the closest to any experience I'd had before was, I think one time I had to use the restroom there, and once I got in the back room area, which is just right inside the door that you go in, and the restrooms are right there, I got a feeling like, I'm not sure I'm alone or not, but you know, it was a quick in and out, and then went and did my grocery shop and didn't think anything more of it. Well, this last, gosh, it's been a few days now, and I keep thinking about it, so I thought I would ask you guys. Went into the store, was doing my shopping. I had things that I needed to get, and I didn't bring a list, so I was trying very hard to remember what I needed to get. And also trying to concentrate a little bit on what I'm picking up at the store, because I don't want to, like, summer's coming, you know what I mean? So I was kind of concentrating on that, which is usually why I don't always pick up, or I could ignore or not hear, or just be totally tuned out and focused on what I'm doing, that I wouldn't notice things otherwise. When I went to the store, though, I was I was at the back of the store. Like, so there are meats at the back of the store, and then the aisles go that way. So I was at the back of the store walking this way. And I was trying to kind of decide which aisle I needed to go down to get whatever I needed. So as I'm walking, like, down past the meats, and thinking what aisle I need to go down, I heard out of the blue a very loud, terrifying scream. It was an adult woman, it sounded like, and it was blood-curdling type scream, and it startled me, and I started looking around because I thought somebody is in, you know, a lot of distress, like, what in the world is going on? I couldn't pinpoint exactly where the scream came from, but I started looking around because I was thinking I can't be the only one who's, like, freaked out right now that something horrible is going on. So when I was looking around, nobody else was looking around. They were just shopping. I finally decided that they must not have heard anything, because nobody seemed to care, or, you know, they weren't stopping what they were doing, because this woman screamed, and it was one scream, and it was very loud, and it did, when I think about it, taper off a little bit towards the end, you know, quieter. So, but anyway, so I was still kind of like paying attention and trying to figure out where this scream came from, or if this woman was all right. And nobody acted like they heard it. So I just thought, maybe it was outside, maybe I'm hearing things, maybe it's a ghost, I don't know. You know, I had heard that it's a haunted place, but I don't know for sure. So anyway, I took a few more steps to the next aisle to go down. So I would be facing, like, if I was going towards the front of the store. And I walked down where there were coolers that you open, frozen foods types things. So I started walking down there, and I had stopped to look in one of the coolers in the freezer area, and I'm looking at it, and I heard somebody in my ear say something to me. I would guess it had to have been 3 to 4 words, but it was very quick, and I wasn't expecting it. It was a little bit garbled, but I mean, it was very close to my ear. And I just, like, did I just hear that? And I started looking around. There was somebody who was stocking things in the freezer. And he was at the very end of the aisle. And I was still closer to the back. He's just putting stuff in the freezer. So, I mean, he didn't notice or say anything. Plus, it was back here that somebody spoke to me. And so I turned around and I was looking, and there was nobody behind me either, obviously. Like, not anywhere I could see even. Like, I think if somebody were even walking past, I would have thought, well, that, you know, could have explained it away, other than it was just like somebody was standing next to me. Lower voice, not like, but I mean, the sound. So it wasn't quite a whisper, but it wasn't loud. It was just a lower tone, you know, when they spoke to me, like to walk up, hey, did you hear blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not what they said, but I mean, you know, about that tone. It wasn't a deep voice of a man. It wasn't a gravelly voice. It wasn't demonic sounding. It wasn't anything. It was just very matter of fact kind of a voice. I think what it was when I heard the scream, I think somebody took note that I heard it. And so they came to talk to me. Like, hey, you heard that? Sort of. I mean, it was almost kind of like that. So I don't know that that's exactly what they said, but I do think that somebody took note that I had heard the scream, and that I was able to possibly hear them as well. So that's why I got talked to there. What I would really like to know, because this is a rumor of this store being haunted, and it's always just been a rumor, you know. I would like to know if there is anybody out there around Idaho Falls or Idaho area who's worked at this Albertsons on 17th and Holmes that actually has firsthand knowledge of this store being haunted. Is it or isn't it? I honestly believe it is now, because I heard what I heard, and within, you know, 4 or 5 minutes had 2 experiences, audible sound. So if you know of anybody, I would love to know what you have experienced. Just because, I mean, obviously there's a woman. Seems in distress. I don't know what happened, but she didn't, you know, it was seriously like a horror movie scream, you know. And, you know, why is she distressed? You know, it's odd. And then, even if that was a residual scream, which could be if somebody had a traumatic experience there and screamed. It could be residual and embedded. But the person coming up and speaking to me afterwards was not residual. I mean, they sought me out and then spoke to me. So that has to be an intelligent haunt. So I don't know if two things are going on in that store or just, no, there's two things. There's two things because I don't know why she would be screaming if it wasn't residual. Get somebody's attention? I don't know. Didn't seem like that kind of a scream though. Anyway, if you know anything, I would love to hear your stories or firsthand accounts, because this is my first experience with that store being haunted. Like I said, I have felt like there's something there before, but you know, you get weird vibes or feelings, or like someone's around every once in a while. Usually I'm just too busy and I don't pay attention when I'm there, when I'm trying to get groceries. So anyway, if you've got a story, if you know anything, you know, send me a message, post it, comment underneath. Yeah, let me know. Anyway, I just, you know, it's been stuck in my head for the last few days. I just thought I'd ask. So anyway, take care. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.